You seen the dog?
No.
You haven't seen the puppies?
No.
You see what I go through? Well, you can't see what I go through, everyone, but you hear what I go through. You listen to Devil Tongue and Phantom. I'm sorry. She must be on my mind. This is Devil Tongue and Perfume, actually, on Spreaker.com. www.spreaker.com. But thank you for the love. Continue to follow us on Spreaker, Twitter, SoundCloud. And I'm going to try to get other social media platforms up and running as soon as possible. Shout out to Sirius XM. You know, we decided to poke a little fun at ourselves. I guess more me.
Yeah.
Because I keep asking Perfume for a bulldog.
No.
English bulldog. Already have the name picked out. Mr. Tibbs.
And Lavender.
Yeah, Lavender would be his, well...
His girlfriend.
His girlfriend, his partner in doggy crime, what have you.
Yeah.
But she won't let me have a dog.
Nope.
And I don't know why.
Because the fantasy dogs, you don't walk. The fantasy dogs, you don't feed them.
They're only a fantasy because they're not actually here.
I saw them here.
Sidebar. I tried to get her to smoke fantasy weed with me. And you know what? I'm just saying, she won't even take a fake puff.
He can't even take a fake puff. You hear him huffing and puffing and choking?
Yeah, but listen. The dog's only a fantasy because I really would like, preferably, a bulldog. I mean, two would be cool. You know. But,
a dog costs too much money. They just like babies. You gotta take them to the vet. You got to feed them.
But dogs, you know...
Yeah, I know. They give that unconditional love.
Right. You know, after you had a bad day at work, they're there to comfort you.
Yeah.
You know, they're great security.
How?
What do you mean how? The fact is they bark and let people know that you have a dog on the premises.
And?
They can stick their head out of the Jeep.
Yeah, right.
You know,
like that commercial Mayhem?
No. Not Mayhem. Mayhem needs behind beat. I'm not talking about Mayhem. Shout out to Allstate, I suppose. But no. I'm talking more like that Hyundai commercial where they have the 5 doggies.
Oh, and you said there go Mr. Tibbs?
Right, the bulldog.
Yeah.
You know, what are those little ugly dogs? Because even one of those might work.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a dog person. You know that. Like when we went downtown a couple of weeks ago. and this dog turned around and looked at me and started to walk towards me, and you and the guy thought it was funny.
Well, Manhattan dogs are actually pretty well trained.
How are they trained from any other dog?
Manhattan residents just train their dogs. I can't explain it.
Well, you know, that's right. You can't tell that to a person who don't like dogs, and I'm not going to say I have a fear of them, but I just don't like dogs. That statement is not going to fly, that Manhattan people got their dogs trained. He didn't have his dog trained because he was just a smiling.
Now, in light of this comment, let me tell you what happened to me a while back. I had stepped out of the vehicle.
Oh, you stepped on a dog.
And there was a woman who was walking her dog. The dog was kind of big. I don't know what breed it was. But the funny thing is, I guess the dog approached me, and that's the woman's fault because she should have actually curbed her dog. And I didn't realize the dog was there. And I swear, I almost... Well, actually, I did step on it.
And the dog went... You had to have been there.
The dog caught me by surprise.
And then the dog limped away, going, "Big butt stepped on my foot."
I mean, the woman apologized. She was humble, but I was like, I didn't even see the dog. You know what, though? Manhattan residents, listen. You still have to be mindful of the fact that you have an animal with teeth. They might be well trained, but
I'm not.
Well, okay, to be totally fair, Kimara Knight has a Shih Tzu, and even though it's a small dog, I will never forget this. I do believe Con Ed had came one day to read the meter, and when the guy came in, she was barking, she was being a nuisance, but I said to the guy, "Oh, she doesn't bite. Don't you know he hauled behind out of the house and didn't read the meter?"
Do you blame him?
We all have to remember that even if your dog wouldn't hurt a fly, as the saying goes, there are people who maybe they had some childhood trauma where they were bitten by a dog, and they're just afraid of all dogs, big or small. It doesn't matter. I love dogs. I grew up around dogs all my life. So I actually, to be honest, dogs don't frighten me. I don't care if they're pit bulls or Rottweilers. I'm not scared of dogs.
And that's you. I didn't grow up with dogs. Like the first time I met your sister,